Coming up, the new Hollywood Studios logo is unveiled at the park's 30th anniversary celebration. We get new details at the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Imagineering panel, and the Wonderful World of Disney Animation projection show premieres at Walt Disney World. My name is Brayden, and this is your breaking Mickey Views News.
All who come to this happy place, welcome.
Now I'm the king of the swingers.
Our largest expansion ever. We're not just building one of these, we're building two.
First off, gotta wish a happy 30th anniversary to Disney's Hollywood Studios and everyone who has been involved in bringing the park to life from then all the way through to today, where now the park is undergoing massive updates that'll hopefully make the park experience all the richer tomorrow. To celebrate the 30th anniversary, Disney put on a, quote, star-studded street parade down Hollywood Boulevard that included sections for the Indiana Jones performers, the Toy Story Land characters, and also our first look in Walt Disney World, at least, at the Galaxy's Edge cast members in costume from Batuu walking around the land. Very exciting stuff there. These ensembles of characters all were walking towards the stage at the hub of the park, where they had a big unveiling of the new Hollywood Studios logo going forward. And right now you're seeing it come together. There it is. You've got the Hollywood Studios text in a new fresh font, and then inside the 3 O's in the word Hollywood, you have Disney characters popping out, from BB-8 to Woody to the Big Cheese himself in his new animation style that we'll be seeing soon brought to life in the park at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opening spring 2020. Of course, Woody is there representing Toy Story Land that opened less than a year ago. And then we also have BB-8 resembling Galaxy's Edge, I take it. I believe that is what he is there for. But the logo news didn't end there, because you see, not only is the current Hollywood Studios logo with Mickey and the clapperboard and that cool font gone on all the maps and graphics and digital and commercials, they're also updating the physical logo in the park itself and gave us this new piece of concept art where you can see the iconic studio arch in the park replaced with this brand new logo. The park now has a new catchphrase, "Let the adventure begin." Sounds good to me. The whole idea here is to freshen up the logo like they are freshening up the park, with huge unprecedented crowds on the way with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And in that way, it makes a lot of sense. You want the park to feel fresh, the logo to feel fresh, everything to feel fresh for this huge new land. But a lot of people online went right to work on making parodies of the new logo, putting different characters in the O's. I saw somewhere it was like Disney executives in the O's and funny stuff like that. I think the logo exemplifies Disney's move towards implementing intellectual properties in the parks, and that's why it's getting the reaction it is getting online. Personally, I have no qualms with Disney putting all these characters in the logo itself. If you're a new guest, if you're someone who isn't a super hardcore Disney fan like we are, and you just see this logo, it instantly communicates to you exactly what to expect in the park. You're going to expect Star Wars, Toy Story, and Mickey. So in that way, I think this logo communicates exactly what guests should expect out of the park right off the bat with this new logo, and that is why I actually like this logo as far as the characters in it go. But there is a real criticism with this logo, I think, that was really well exemplified by Go Away Green on Twitter, who brought up the fact that it seems like this logo was designed specifically for its motion graphics capabilities, where the circles pop up and then the Disney characters come out of them, and then all the letters form around them. So for TV and commercials, this will look great, this fluid moving logo, the way it comes together, but as a physical static logo that'll be in the park itself, it will not have that same effect. Part of me wonders why they didn't just keep the current logo in the park and then use this cool stylized version for advertising. Disney has been known to use special versions of logos for rides and lands and parks in the past all the time, specifically for commercials. Not sure why this has to be a permanent thing in the park itself. I do think the font and everything, though, is trying to emulate the Hollywood Studios lettering we already have when you're entering the park at the entrance gate, to help tie it all together and make a more cohesive theme where it ties together with the logo itself. I think that's what Disney was going for here. Let me know your thoughts on the new Hollywood Studios logo. Also, as part of the 30th anniversary, Disney put on a special media event for some people, and there we actually got the announcement of the Toy Story Land table service restaurant. We did a whole Mickey Views News episode on yesterday if you want to check that out. But Disney also did a panel for the Runaway Railway, which in some parts was cool cool, but in some parts was very bizarre, because Imagineer Kevin Rafferty, who has an impeccable resume, he brought us Radiator Springs Racers out in DCA, Toy Story Mania. He is so excited about this attraction. It's his baby. He was talking about pitching it to the higher-ups, and you can just tell the passion and energy the Imagineers are putting into this attraction. I am so excited to experience it. They showed us how they're using Disney's original Foley art, the actual sound effects and things from the original Mickey Mouse shorts in this attraction, rather than using sound libraries and things like that a lot of places use now in the digital age. He even brought out the original tritone train whistle used for the sound effects in the first short that had sound, Steamboat Willie, which was just such a cool thing. He joked that it was sort of like the whistle was kind of a celebrity in the building. I thought that was really funny. The Imagineer there with Kevin showed us how the way the train car on the attraction is painted, it was specifically done so that it would look good in light scenes, but also in dark scenes with a black light. But here's the thing, that was it. That was the new info. It was never addressed how the project had just been pushed back significantly. We never heard any mention of that. We also got a lot of talk about how great the attraction theme song is and how catchy it is and how it's become an instant classic, which was also mentioned at the original announcement of the attraction at the D23 Expo in 2017. But we've still yet to hear any part of it at all. We haven't heard anything just yet. And the most jarring thing, we didn't even see a single photo inside the attraction itself. That is what I was surprised about, because we need to see inside this attraction to confirm that there is at least progress going on. They kept showing that photo we already have, which is actually just a photorealistic concept art thing. It says artist concept art right on it. It's basically, just something that looks like it's inside the attraction, but it wasn't literally taken inside the attraction. It's just a composite of different images to show what it will be like when the attraction is complete. It's a photorealistic concept art piece. So all this says to me, there is a lot of wheel spinning going on here, because we got no photos inside the venue. It has just been delayed, and they were kind of dancing around that fact. So it seems like there's still a lot of work to go inside the attraction itself, just from that, just right off the gate. I'm good with Disney holding off on giving us every little look and detail inside the attraction itself, because it would be pretty fun to have an attraction where we have very little idea of what to expect heading in, where our expectations can just be blown away, which I suspect is exactly what's going to happen with this attraction here. Let me know your thoughts on the latest Runaway Railway info. And then to cap off the night for the 30th anniversary of Hollywood Studios, we had the premiere of the Wonderful World of Disney Animation projection show. It features scenes from a bunch of new and old Disney animated properties, and the feedback we've been hearing so far has been very mixed. A lot of guests have been remarking about how it kind of feels like a show reel, like a studio showing what they can do to a client, and they put together a bunch of clips of their work. That's sort of what it felt like a little bit, and that might sound like a good thing for this show, but I think making something that actually flows, where they do this mashup of characters but it all flows together into a coherent storyline like Happily Ever After does, I think definitely would have been the way to go with this projection show, instead of very abruptly jumping from film to film as they do here. As always, the projection mapping is just absolutely incredible. The graphics are cool. We do get a bit of pyro effects here and there, which I thought worked really well. I really wish Disney did a new soundtrack for this show instead of using movie audio, but you can only do so much. I know the live entertainment team that does all the projection work and everything for these has a lot of other projects going on right now, so at the end of the day, this is just supposed to be a fun projection show for the 30th, and they have a lot more elaborate projects on the way, like Epcot Forever, Project Kappa, the new Rivers of Light, as well as possibly some more stuff in the future with the 50th coming up. One part that was very odd is near the end of the Incredibles sequence, they're playing the Incredibles music still, but on screen, they're just a bunch of random clips being shown from different Disney animated films, being shown in a grid, and they kept changing. It felt very crowded, and there was no way that you could keep track of everything happening on screen there. It was definitely not very cohesive, I would say. But my favorite part of this show is when they're getting to the Beauty and the Beast section, and they have all these layers, all the hand-drawn animation cells drop over one another, slowly creating the scene. That was an awesome effect. So that, with the Mickey ending that a lot of guests loved, as well as the Mickey Fantasia beginning, were by far the best parts of the new show. We even got a little Walt audio in there, which I think should be in every projection show Disney does because of how iconic it was with the original Celebrate the Magic projection show. Still my personal favorite projection show Disney has ever done to this day. Let me know your thoughts on the Wonderful World of Disney Animation. The real Disney animation related project I'm excited for in Walt Disney World is the Disney animation-based Cirque du Soleil show coming next year to Disney Springs. That sounds like it is going to be out of this world. That's the latest news in the world of Disney today. Be sure to subscribe with the notification bell on so you never miss any news. We have some more big videos on the way. We've also got some awesome t-shirts for sale starting at under $20. Link in the description below if you want to check those out. All of you who've been ordering those awesome designs, thank you so, so much. You can also find us on Patreon and check out all the cool perks over there, the different tiers, like being one of the executive producers listed in the credits of all of these videos. We've got a PayPal link in the description as well for one-time donations. Thank you so much for all the support lately. You guys are absolutely amazing. From the Mickey Views Magic Studio, I'm Brayden. Happy birthday, Hollywood Studios. Have a magical day.